This video will show you how to log into the NWEA site, set up classes for testing, assign specific tests to specific students, and monitor that testing process. To get to the NWEA site, you type the website address, which is https://teachmap.nwea.org, and you log in with your school email and password, and you go to the left sidebar menu to manage test sessions. From this menu, you can either find individual students to test, or you can test an entire class. Underneath that, you have a menu that says Saved Testing Sessions. If you click Show on the right-hand side, you can see the sessions that you've saved previously. As you can see, I don't have any sessions saved. I'm going to select a class to test. And if you are a teacher that's going to have to test multiple classes, unfortunately, you can only have one testing session open at a time. So, for instance, if I have to test my 3rd hour class and my 4th hour class right in a row, I'm going to actually set up a testing session with both of those students, both of those sections. So I'll go ahead and select Test Now. And what that does is it puts the students' names onto the screen. Now that I have my roster set, I'm going to assign tests to the students. And the nice thing about this is you don't have to assign the same test to every student. You can actually assign mixed tests if you need to. So in order to assign tests, I need to select students that I want to have take the test. So let's say that I'm going to go over here to select students and select all of them. But let's say that there are 3 students that I want to exclude. So I'm just going to have those students checked, and I'm going to assign them the Math 6+ Common Core map test. So I go ahead and select that, and I click Assign. And so those students now have the math test assigned to them. And the nice thing about this is that when they log on, they can't accidentally pick the wrong test because it's been pre-assigned. And then let's say that I want this student to take the reading test. So I'm going to go here to Map Reading Plus 6+ Common Core, select that, assign that student the reading test. So when that student logs in, they won't accidentally be in the math test. And let's say these 2 students, I want to assign the Spanish version of the math test. So I can come down here, the Spanish Math 6+. I can assign those 2 students the Spanish version of the map test for math. And now I've got a personalized testing scenario for each student for when they log in. At this point, these sessions are saved. So when the students come in, they need the session testing name up here at the top of the window and the password. And if they type in the session name and the password, they will automatically be put onto into the right test when they go to the screen and look for their name in the drop-down menu. I'm going to end this testing session and save it. And ending a testing session means that if there are students currently testing, then they would be bumped out of the test. So you don't really want to end a testing session unless you know students are not testing anymore. So I'm going to end this. I'm going to save it. And if you notice, they came up with a session name that's kind of random. So I'm just going to call it Potter. Okay, I'll stick with Potter's Kids Rock. And then save and exit. And now that testing session is saved. And so I can then come back in a couple of weeks when we do map testing and have a session for my 3rd my third hour class. So if I have this testing session selected, and if there were more sessions, I could select the single bubble that I want. And I go to test now. There are the kids. You notice that their tests are still there. Notice that the session name changed to Potter. I guess it didn't save the other one, but that's okay. So I give the students this information. I give them the session name of Potter and the password of 6174. And when they log on, Evan will automatically be put into the reading tests. Mason, all the way down to Donovan, will be put into the math test. Viviana and Jose will be put into the Spanish test. And then Dalton and Ethan will be put into the math test. Test day, as students start testing and they put in the testing session name and the password at the top of the screen, you will start to see these numbers at the top here change. You have to confirm a student before they're allowed into the test. So the to be confirmed number will start to populate as students log in, and this status will change from a waiting student to be confirmed. It'll change to this to be confirmed message. And so when you see that, you just click confirm now, and it will put them into the testing mode. Like it says right here, information on this page automatically updates every 60 seconds. But you can click the refresh status right here in order to get it to refresh more frequently. And then you'll see this number update, and you can confirm the kids. And then so you keep doing that until all of the status here is all in the testing mode. So the status will change from awaiting student to be confirmed, and then when you confirm them, it'll change to testing.